Visit our showroom or call us today. 303-456-6400. That's 303-456-6400. To view all our current specials, visit our website at allaboutgreatdeals.com. Make a difference without the expense with All About Cabinets and Countertops.
The Experience Pros Radio Show, home of the original Fan Braggin Fridays. Take just 20 seconds to become a business revolutionary by sharing a Fan Braggin story of great customer service by using the hashtag FanBrag or calling the Fan Braggin hotline at 855-FAN-BRAG, FANBRAG. Now back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Hello and welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to join us for ours. One of our friends is in the studio.
Right, our celebrity of the day, Robert Johnson. You know him. He comes in every month and gives us some tips on sober living. And I think this time of year, it's probably more important than ever. If you have any questions or want to connect with Robert, you can email him at robert@highlandsranchcounselor.com. Robert, welcome. We're so glad to have you here for our sober living segment.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate the time.
Robert, let's start with this. Why are the holidays harder when dealing with pretty much everything? We're gonna branch this out a little bit, but come back and talk about the addiction process and sober living.
I would say family is the biggest stressor out there.
You too?
Yeah.
I agree.
It used to be a huge point of contention, having to deal with grandma and mom and dad and cousins that you never see. And
right. It's hard for people who are not dealing with addiction to deal with them sober. I imagine if you are dealing with addiction, it's even harder. So what are some tips? How can we get through this time?
You talk about making a recovery kit. What does that mean?
It's being prepared, having some phone numbers available, having a plan set up. If I tug on my ear, I'm ready to leave.
Okay. Oh, like a little.
Angel's got one of those.
I do.
She got one of those looks.
Tell my mom used to go like this to my dad.
It's time to go.
Time to go. Yeah. Time to go now.
Yeah.
All right.
There's
a recovery kit. I had never heard that before, but having phone numbers, they're ready for you if you needed to call a professional.
Your sponsor.
Somebody.
Friends in your network, right?
And having a signal that when, I've had too much and I'm being pushed over the edge without having to make a scene. Right. Just a little tug on your ear and it's time to go. Oh, this is really smart.
So you've got some tips here. The first one is enter early, depart early.
Yeah.
That works for everything. Business meetings, all of it.
You know, nothing has changed except you.
Right.
Your family probably hasn't done much growing unless they're in a program like Al-Anon or
right.
They're going through it with you.
Right. So showing up early, saying your highs, you actually get some quality time before everyone shows up to talk to someone one-on-one, and then leaving early before the tequila comes out or other things.
That is good advice for all of us. You don't want to be the last one at the party.
No, you do not. All right, so the next one, surprisingly, and you said before the tequila comes out, this one surprises me that you would put this because your point number 2 in your recovery kit is BYOB.
That's right. Bring your own beverage.
Oh, that's not what it meant when I was a kid.
Not your own beer or bong.
Yeah.
So I drink Coca-Cola. So when I'm going to a Christmas party or some other function, I'm not going to put that choice on them. I'm going to bring a 2-liter and I'll leave it or drink it all. Who knows?
But you make sure there's something there that you like to drink.
And I know that I'm going to be refilling my drink every time. I don't let it out of my sight. There's no funny business.
No funny business.
Right.
I remember in high school going to high school parties, and there was one of the top wrestlers. He always brought a carton of milk, and because he drank milk, but he brought his own. because he wasn't going to mess around, and have his coach. He wasn't going to get in trouble, but
chances are they don't have the right milk anyways.
Well, they didn't necessarily have milk being served at these, but bring your own beverage and bring your own, being prepared that there's something there that you like to drink that nobody else is messing with. Nobody's spiking, or it's not, you don't have to worry about the punch or anything like that. That is good. That is really great advice. Okay. The next tip you say is to have an escape plan.
So that escape plan comes with that tugging of the ear, or at 9:30 we're leaving,
right?
Or have that conversation prior to arriving at the party, saying if this happens, we'll be leaving shortly. I'm going to grab my coat, and that's the sign.
Yeah,
we're out of here.
Yep.
But to talk about that in advance, so
we're in advance.
We're not making this tough decision or emotional decision. We're talking with Robert Johnson about getting through the holidays, especially if you deal with addiction. If you want to call Robert and somebody who needs to, or you want some help with your family, Robert, what's the best phone number for them to reach you at?
Best phone number is 720-336-4019.
Do that again.
It's 720-336-4019.
All right. And now, as we talk about, holidays and the stress that comes along with the holidays, high expectations, overcommitment, fatigue, all settle in. And for sober or addicts, I mean, that's pretty much universal. But having a support system built in is critical for those who are going through recovery now.
Right. Most people carry their phones with them, so they have someone that they can call right away, someone that's going to support their decisions. They're not going to sign off on their bad decisions. They're going to support what decisions they're making and be there. If they need to go to Starbucks or go to meet me at a meeting, I'm not feeling very good. I'm feeling this craving coming on.
Yeah.
I had that urge.
Robert,
can you come?
I just think this is so valuable that you're bringing these tips, because I think that this can be, knowing that it's going to be a challenge. I think people would just forego even going to see their family, or just go, you know what, I'm probably going to slip tonight. And, both bad choices.
Sign off.
Right. But you're giving us real life tips that we can get, because we have to be able to get through life, right? It's not going away, and our family isn't necessarily ever going to be as committed to our sobriety as we are.
It's our responsibility.
Yeah.
Going to a party and saying, please don't have wine, I'm coming. That's
not practical,
not okay.
Right? Right.
You talk about something called calculating reality. What does that mean to you?
Calculating reality is the, understanding the responsibility, the
complexity
of having this addiction out there.
So when people are going through and realizing the responsibility, the complexity of all this addiction type thing, you encourage people to be aware of what the expectations are of them, and then of what their expectations should be of the others around them.
Right.
Yeah, I think so often we think that we go in like in that offensive mode, right? Or in defensive mode. Maybe which one are we? Defensive?
We tend to go defensive if people are looking. How about this? Should we focus on others during the holidays?
Yeah. Being of service and focusing on helping, whoever's throwing that party to, be of service, whether it be.
I'll do the dishes.
That's right. Go serve some food down to the homeless or whatever. Instead of thinking about all of your problems, right. You're able to help another person.
That is great too. I remember this little kid says, when nothing good is happening, do something good.
That's right.
Right. And it's we get kind of just all caught up in the challenge, what we're overcoming, what's going to be there that I can't have anymore, what everybody else is doing that I can't participate in. And so turning that around to there's all these opportunities. There's all these great relationships. There's a way that we can get through this. Now, Robert, some people weren't paying attention and they weren't listening, and they're going to need some help over the holidays. Give that phone number and contact information again.
Sure. It's Robert at HighlandsRanchCounselor.com, or The phone number is 720-336-4019. That's 720-336-4019.
I think, Robert, you should be on the speed dial for anyone and everyone, either who is going through their own battle with sobriety or journey, I should say, not necessarily battle with sobriety, but journey with sobriety, and or somebody that they know. It's a great thing. Give the number one more time.
Sure. It's 720-336-4019.
Right. Robert is not just a counselor. You've walked the walk and you've come through it and you've seen it on both sides. And I think that's an incredible value that you bring to your clients.
Thank you. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you. It's our Sober Living segment with Robert Johnson. Robert at HighlandsRanchCounselor.com. Robert at HighlandsRanchCounselor.com. Make sure you have his phone number on your speed dial in your emergency recovery kit.
720-336-4019. Robert, thanks for joining us, man.
Thanks for having me.
You bet. Folks, don't go anywhere. More positive business talk. Just on the other side of these messages, you're listening to Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer, and this is the Experience Pros Radio Network.
You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show, America's home for positive business talk.